asleep Rollins. The hit and run by CM Punk is successful, dropping Rollins. Seth Rollins qualifies for Money.
Get ready. Bullshit, get ready. Get ready for the worst raw review on the internet. The worst raw review on the internet. Straws raw. With Eric B and Randy C. Chickens of bananas and fresh roast beef. This is Straws raw.
My phone went up. Oh, it's fucking neighbor too. Sorry. It was a fucking neighbor. Thank you.
He's got a picture of a millipede.
Thank you for giving me confidence in the house centipede. Jesus Christ.
Confidence.
Oh my
Thank you, sir,
God.
for your confidence in this centipede.
All right. I'll try to work
He
that
thinks
in
it's a
sometime.
house hippo. Hello, friends, listeners, and newcomers. It's me, Eric B. They call me the Raw Dog. And this is Straws Raw, the absolute worst or best Raw review on the internet, depending on where you search. Folks, thank you so much for joining us. We are here on the Hub, the Sports Entertainment Network. And I do say we because I am joined by my puppy in crime, my PIC, my schnauzer from another Mauja. His name is Randy C. Randy, give the people what they want, brother.
I bought the world's worst thesaurus. Not only is it awful, it's awful too. Hey, Eric B. Hey, everybody. It is me, Randy C. And as usual, we are powered by something. We are powered by the SmackDaddies, your East Coast Tag Team Champions of the world. Join them every Saturday morning as they give you their SmackDown review. And they give us the whole coverage of SmackDown and the WWE product on the Hub Sports Entertainment Network. As well as us, Straws Raw. Follow and subscribe to Straws Raw on this YouTube channel. Just like, comment below, share it maybe once or twice. That's Straws Raw. YouTube.com/@Straws Raw. As well as the Dynamite Drop. Join the stunning one, Sean Burkhead and Ashley, as they give you the week's AEW product. They'll tell you what they thought of Double or Nothing. Tell you what they thought of Dynamite. They're going to tell you a lot this week. And that's normally out of Sean's realm, because he normally doesn't retain that much. But he's absolutely a gem, and he does an amazing show. That's the Dynamite Drop with the amazing Ashley and Sean. The king of print, offering and providing the best for your printing needs. Go to www.kingofprint.ca. Interiorplants.ca, a natural solution for healthier and more beautiful home and business environment. That's interiorplants.ca. Message the Doctor of Planenomics and she'll help you out. Pure Fandom is your one-stop shop for your pro wrestling and lucha libre memorabilia. With all this WWE and AAA stuff going on, I think you want to go check these guys out. They can be found on Instagram at Pure Fandom Shop or at Pure Fandom Shop 416. Their YouTube channel's also at the Pure Fandom Shop 416. They are the best in imported masks, belts, anything that you want in Lucha Libre collectibles, they have. Again, that's Pure Fandom. And last but not least, powered by THT, the handshaking team. Join Eric B each week as he gives away a whole bunch has prizes, not giveaways. Sorry, he's looking at me really weird. Prizes and raffles for the best in wrestling collectibles. What does Eric B have this week? Eric B has John Cena, the Ultimate Edition. Wow, that's absolutely incredible. I want to put on that. You can win him probably on the Wheel of Misfortune. I've won that once. I was really misfortunate. Again, join Eric B at facebook.com/The Handshaking Team, where he has the best raffles. And finally, Chiquita Bananas. Why Minoru?
Monkeys never collapse.
No, they never cramp. I am cramping already sitting in this chair, and I can tell you one thing, I was cramping a lot on Friday. Eric B, how was your week?
My week was good, Rand. Had a good old-fashioned week, and yes, Friday was a night where me and Rand got to enjoy some wrestling together, some TNA wrestling, and we enjoyed ourselves, right, Rand? Right?
It was all right.
Yes, right. It was all right indeed. We liked ourselves some Zaya Brookside, and we definitely liked Mr. Joe Henry and also Trick Williams being present. That was very good. And
whoop that trick.
Whoop that trick indeed. But I believe indeed, Randy. I absolutely believe. Just like I believe in you, buddy. Even though your back is all cramping up and you're just chilling and doing your thing. Being the man that you are, always helping people out, always being as helpful, especially to your neighbors, right? You got to help your neighbors every now and then.
Yeah, well, my neighbor, as you know, wouldn't believe what he saw this morning. Eric B, should you describe the situation? Everybody, this is pretty damn funny.
Randy, you lived it, so you go ahead and break it down.
So I have a new neighbor, AG, if you're listening. Hello, how you doing, buddy? But yeah, he's a new home owner. First home that he ever bought. He's a little anxious. He's a little paranoid. He wants the things his way. He's doing a lot of renovations. The house was okay before, but he wants, you make it feel like home, right? Make it feel like it's your own. So he's doing bathroom renovations over the last week. I seen it, they're cutting the marble outside. And he comes out to me in sweating confusion, profusely sweating, and very anxious, with a Starbucks cup with the lid, like where you drink. It was like all covered in tissue.
Yep.
And I'm like, what is he bringing me? He goes, Randy, my friend, neighbor. I'm kind of worried. What is this? And I'm like, oh, that's a water centipede. Do they crawl in your mouth and bite you? I'm like, no. Meanwhile, people, I'm talking to Eric B on the phone as he comes into anxious confusion, interrupting our conversation on speaker.
On speakerphone as well, keep in mind.
Yes. So, lucky me, and I forgot who I was on the phone with. I was trying to reassure my fine neighbor that these water centipedes are good for the home. Not only do they eat the spiders and everything, they keep bugs away from your house, and it's good. Everybody has these water centipedes. And what they do is they come out at nighttime. They normally come from your water. They hide in like their little water tuck vents in the bathtub, so on and so forth. So for reassurance of my neighbor and making them feel all better, I go, Eric, this is EG. Tell them about these water centipedes. They're okay, right? Eric B, please give your response.
The ones that bite?
I'm like, no. I forgot completely who I was talking to. The poor man freaks. What do you mean they bite? What are they going to do? Are they going to get me in my sleep? Are they going to crawl in my mouth? I'm like, Eric B, I'll call you back. So for the next 5 minutes, I had to reassure this guy that this was the best bug to have in the house. You know what I mean?
And the top bug. The top bug.
That have in your house. And it's better than spiders or anything else like that because it eats them. And I'll be honest. So he comes from he comes from the Himalayas. This is the honest truth about him. And why he left, and he actually moved to Boston for 6 years, is why he left there is anytime where he lived at the bottom of the Himalayas, it always rained. And when it rained, it stopped, the bugs would all come out. And he was petrified of them. No, seriously. Like any bad bug in the world that could kill you comes out. And this is how he explains it. So he went from that country to go to Boston, lived there 6 years, never had a problem with bugs. And now came here and now is experiencing bugs, birds, and squirrels. He's like bewildered that I feed my squirrels. The blue jays land on my shoulder. The bunnies come right up to me, and he's freaking out. He doesn't understand this. So yeah, Eric B., thank you for destroying my neighbor's morning and putting him his blood pressure through the roof that I had to calm down this poor gentleman.
Just his morning? It sounds like I've awakened some deep-rooted pain here with this poor gentleman. I have to send him a sorry card, but it was absolutely worth the laughter. I think I personally laughed for at least half an hour straight to the point where I was crying. But yes, Randy had to console this poor man, hold him as he cried with his head on his shoulders, saying, "Not again, not the bugs, just like the Himalayas all over again."
Yeah, so that is the reason. I actually invited when he had a neighbor's party, and this guy orders everything. I don't know, he's an accountant. He has a lot of money, but literally he ordered food in. He got non-alcohol beer, alcohol beer, tiramisu delivered to our houses and desserts and everything else like that. Real nice neighbor.
Yeah, sounds like a hell of a neighbor to have, and I hope that I haven't scared him away to another country already. I mean, he's losing places to retreat to, and you know where he absolutely couldn't retreat to, Randy, where all the bugs live all year long?
Probably, if I'm thinking what you're thinking, probably to the Yuengling Center in Tampa, Florida for this week's WWE RAW? Is that what you're saying?
You got it, Randy. The Yuengling Center itself, pronounced like crazy, but that's the way it is. Folks, we are here on Monday Night Raw. We're a couple weeks away from Money in the Bank. It's sneaking up on us like a millipede in the shower without us even seeing it. And we're going to start off the show with Paul Heyman, Seth freaking Rollins, Braun Breaker, and Braun-ish Bronson Reed. Braun, and Seth. Just shorten his name to Braun, right? We said Braun at one point. We never knew it was going to be this Braun, Randy. But here we are, and here we are starting off the show. Listen, Paul Heyman is going to explain himself a little bit. He's going to introduce his entourage. And first, he's going to start with Braun Breaker, the man that's not only going to be there, here's the future. He is the now. He is going to main event WrestleMania 45 through 50. And that is a spoiler alert.
He's a dog.
It's possible.
That's what he said too. He's the dog. He stole our gimmick.
He definitely is the dog. They're listening to the show. We've said this before, and we just keep on going on with the animals. But here we are going forward. Bronson Reed, the surprise of the weekend. Everybody saying, how could it be him? It makes absolutely no sense. He just took out Seth Rollins, and Paul Heyman just steps up and explains that's exactly why he's a part of the group. So I guess when you have Bronson Reed, who's put on a worse beating than CM Punk or Roman Reigns ever have on Seth Rollins, I guess you have him on your side. It's a little better to have him on your side. So it makes sense why he's there. It absolutely makes sense why he's there. And last but not least, the visionary, the revolutionary himself, it's Seth freaking Rollins. Listen, everybody in Tampa Bay is cheering at him. You sold out. And Seth responds to who? Myself? Who did he sell out to? No, seriously, where did he sell out? Just because he's rocking that dope chain now. That gold and diamond crusted Seth Rollins logo, Randy. Pretty sweet chain, right?
Yeah, sweet chain. Sweet chain. A lot of ducks were flown. Commentary was pointing that out too. News release as of last night. Now they're announcing in the arenas, please no swearing. But Pat and Michael were saying a lot of ducks were thrown and questioning a duck's integrity with Seth Rollins. So I want to point that out because, yes, a lot of ducks were thrown. No shade off the water off their back. And if there was, there'd probably be no millipedes in it. Get what I'm saying?
So you can actually hear now the commentary in the arena? Is that what it is?
Well, no. They announced so after that match or into one of the commercial breaks or something, they announced please no swearing. So now that's what they're gonna do. That's what they're gonna do before the show start. Please advise the audience not to swear, which is not going to go
fans, well. Yeah, the fans definitely did not listen to that after the first promo. Pat McAfee made a hilarious comment of it. He's like, I think they're saying thank you, Seth. Thank you. Thank you. So Pat McAfee being pure gold as he always is. But listen, Seth Rollins is going to not only win that qualifier match tonight, but he's making his way to Money in the Bank. And he promises that he is going to win there. And this group is going to continue to run rock shock in the WWE. Randy, quick question. Why have they not given these guys like an official name yet?
I think they're still trying to figure it out. Look at the group. It's Alpha Academy is already taken. No, I'm playing. I don't know, but it has to come up with a good name. Like, it has to be like better than the corporation, better than Degeneration X, better. It's going to have to be a good name because these guys
so far. Yeah, so far things that have been said on commentary are Dangerous Alliance, Dangerous Coalition, and then Michael Cole said something else Coalition last night as well. So
Coalition is a good word.
Coalition is a good word. Dangerous Alliance is a nice throwback. I don't know if everybody connects with that, though. We connect with it because of our age group, which is, I guess, mostly who watches wrestling. Professional wrestling is our demographic, but it is what it is. Anyways, nice little opening here. Didn't go on too long. Fans
22 minutes. What do you mean not too long? 22 minutes. It went by quick. It did go by quick.
They had to explain things, and they didn't spend a lot of time breaking down the whole Bronson Reed thing. That was like maybe like 2 minutes of Bronson Reed explaining why he's here. Boom. Seth talked after that. And it's more important to Seth talk. So the way that they split it up between Seth and Paul Heyman continues to show you, because everybody was like, Seth doesn't need Paul Heyman to talk for him. No, he doesn't need him to talk for him. He needs him to advocate for him. Mm-hmm. Points have been made, Randy. What do you think?
Valid points. Everything very, 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 very valid. And these guys are the new threat. Like, saying that they're going to win Money in the Bank, or Seth is, I think there's not a doubt. Unfortunately, spoiler alert to everybody. There's not a doubt that this is happening. And Seth is going to get that briefcase. And he's going to win the belt again with something going on. But against who? I don't know. For some reason, I think it's going to be like, I don't think it's going to be Jay. I think it's going to be like Cody or somebody. But I don't know. It looks good.
He's got a dog and a tidal wave going into that match with him. There is no way that he is losing that match. There's no way. Right. Absolutely no way that it's happening. Randy, dangerous. Talking about dangerous. Let's talk about the next match, brother. Oh my God, going 18 miles per minute.
Yeah.
18 miles running. I'm talking about. This is on your feet, people. Come on, get with the references.
Yeah.
Anyways, Money in the Bank qualifier. It is Penta, Randy's favorite, versus Dragon Lee and Chad Gable. Randy, anything that Chad Gable touches is pure gold, and it will only be
just like his
more
body.
Pure gold. Yeah, jeez. It will only be more golden when he takes on El Hijo del Vikingo, who is at ringside tonight to watch this whole match go on.
Can I give you a quick update on this? Yes. The reason they're promoting this so much. So, if you guys notice, AAA has not been promoting Alberto Del
Rio,
De Patron, the current AAA champion.
Yeah.
El Viking is having a title match with him this weekend.
Yeah.
I think there's a belt change, and then Worlds collide. El Viking. No? El Viking.
They already screwed it up last night.
Right.
They already screwed it up last night. So AAA already showed the heading for Chad and Vikingo, and it says for the Grand Championship. So it shows Vikingo as champion. So they already messed it up. We all knew that Del Rio, El Patron, whatever you want to call him, we all knew he wasn't going to be there because of the past. There's just some things that we can't do. And we still also think that we're going to work Paige into the mix at some point here. And he can't be there if that's going to happen. It just cannot happen.
Adios, amigos. Huh? Like the gringo. Epa. No, that's
Good riddance, man. Did you see the video of him ripping that kid's belt recently that's gone viral? Like, that guy is just that guy. And anyways, moving forward, we're not going to spend another minute talking about him, but we are going to spend a couple of minutes talking about this absolute beautiful car crash of a match. This is absolutely the best way. I am complimenting this match by saying this because these guys are absolutely in this match with intentions to die. Randy, oh my God, the way they are flying around like crazy, especially when Dragon Lee flies out of the ring like a human lawn dart and his body curves like a scorpion when he makes impact. This match is absolutely insane.
Nuts. And Chad Gable with the face plant. I don't know how he got up. I have no clue in that package sort of pile driver spot that he did with Dragon Lee on his back. I honestly thought Chad was dead. Like, I honestly did. I thought this was a Stone Cold breaking the neck incident. They're putting all the money behind him. I didn't think he was going to walk away. This was a car crash. A car crash you enjoy to watch. Like, you know what I mean? It's like something. It was great. This match was great.
Absolutely great. And Chad Gable is bloodied up at one point for good reason. Absolutely what's happening in the match. Vikingo gets involved. They play off that Vikingo's kick was what made Gable look that way. No, sir. That's not what happened at all. Penta looks really good in this match as well, but it has a lot to do with the fact with Chad Gable selling and what he's willing to do with his body to go, like what he's willing to put his body through in this match. Just for this quick 7-minute match here, Randy. That's how fast it was. Fast and furious. Penta with a destroyer onto Dragon Lee, capitalizing onto the damage done to Gable. Gives him his Penta driver, wins. Penta is going to Money in the Bank.
No dude about it. When we seen this match come up, Chad Gable does not win. El Grande Americano, his teammate, his brother in crime, definitely does win. So I don't know why this is happening, but best match of the night. I enjoyed this match tremendously. Chad Gable, I don't know what tanning salon he's going to, but he should definitely tell Sheamus exactly which one it is, because that guy was golden. Not only is he wrestling good, he's looking good while doing it and getting punished. People, watch this match. Probably one of my favorite. Penta, only 1-0 Miro. See? This is when you like Penta. Penta
zero time. He had 0 time to do a zero Miedo. He only had 7 minutes of runtime, and during that match, everything was happening in the ring, outside of the ring, between these three guys. You definitely want to see more of Dragon Lee after this match, and it's taken a long time for me to say that.
Well, I don't know, after that drop kick to the outside, I don't know if I'd want to work him, because holy jeez, it was a lawn dart like you explained. But yes, a lot of people should have died during this match, and nobody didn't. So it's absolutely perfect, and I enjoyed it. Way to introduce AAA too, or Lucha style, into WWE. Chad Gable definitely needs to be put on a pedestal.
He fits into any category, man. He really fits into any category of professional wrestler, no matter what it is. If you want to do that whole work shoot style, if you want to do luchador style, if you want to do high flying, if you want to do death defying stunts, Chad Gable, for whatever reason, is always there to do so. So as the kids say, Chad Gable definitely deserves his flowers. You know who else I want to give flowers to, Randy?
Who else? Chad Gable again. Yes, Chad. Wait, I have to give my rating. 4.25 bananas for that match.
Oh, there you go. We like it. We love it. Let's go.
Liv Morgan. No?
Yes, Liv Morgan. Absolutely. That's the answer I was looking for, because we are in the Judgment Day clubhouse where Roxanne is still trying to work Dom with some nuggies and a little shoulder rub. But konnichiwa, bitches. Here comes Liv Morgan herself, and she is pissed. Absolutely pissed. Liv is back. She is wondering what's up, Dom. Dom is caught in between two ladies, two wonderful ladies. And Finn Balor the whole time is just the absolute best part about the scene as his jaws drop and he is just laughing, watching the exchange happen. Absolutely great stuff. Liv Morgan being back on the screen. Ratings just went up 75%.
10,000% correct statement, Eric. Liv Morgan, konnichiwa, is back. Yes, thank goodness. Dom, looking like a deer in headlights. Roxanne's face, too. You Finn Balor, good for pointing that out. He was priceless, man. Just like sitting there eating popcorn, watching the train crash happen. You definitely know he's involved with this. And Roxanne, if you looked, chin down, eyes up, that means that there is like a little entanglement. Now, is Dom really in trouble? I don't know. We'll watch a little later tonight. There's actually another interaction that does happen. I think maybe somebody else might be a little more trouble than Dom in this. But Finn Balor and Roxanne definitely setting this up, like we've said before, the break apart of the Judgment Day, or does it make them closer or stronger than ever together?
Either way, we're happy to have our lovely Liv Morgan back. We missed her. Liv, we missed you. Thank you for listening to the show, and thank you for coming back 1 week sooner than we expected you to be here. Thank you so much.
Love you, Liv.
All right, moving forward, let's go forward into the match that everyone's looked forward to, the one that they advertised heavily. There was three advertised matches going into tonight's Raw on WWE.com, and one of them was Akira Tozawa versus Rusev. Speaking about Konnichiwa, yeah, we all know what's going to happen here, folks. Quick, nothing, submission, Rusev, accolade, under a minute. Okay, great. We all knew that was going to happen. Sheamus, finally, his music hits and comes out. These two former friends now potentially probably going to take each other on next week in Raw. Randy, let's just do a quick breakdown before I ask you here about your thoughts, because I have to compare the return of Rusev to the introduction of Penta to the WWE universe. And let's go through the first three opponents for Penta. Chad Gable, Pete Dunne, Ludwig Kaiser. Rusev's first three opponents: Otis, Tozawa, and Sheamus. Yes, all of them are former champions, but do we really give a damn?
Let me answer that real quickly for you. Like, just as long as that 55-second match went, no. And Sheamus, I'm really not liking as well, but it is the next feud. Let's move on.
Sheamus should have been his first. That's what it should have been. Sheamus should have been 100%. The first, and he should have been destroyed in 55 seconds if you want to get this guy actually over. All right.
Like your research.
Going forward. Thanks, buddy. Thank you so much. The War Raiders are in the back with Kathy Kelly, and she's talking Netflix comics. Who really cares?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah. I like
Netflix comics.
Yeah.
You're going to be reading some Netflix comics sometime
No, the
soon?
comics. They're the comics that do the specials on Netflix. Don't think they're paperbacks. Don't try to trick me on what he was saying.
Okay, but do you actually like? Let's talk about this, right? How much? I like Bert Kreischer, but how much does Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura? How much do they really resonate with WWE? And Tom Segura is out there saying all nasty stuff about professional wrestling. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, so he's there on the screen.
Okay. He used to. Don't get me wrong. He did used to. Bert is a big fan of wrestling. Now, their audience is large, and the Tony Hedgecliffe audience is large as well. Very Even true. If people don't get me wrong, we're not seeing the crossover as well as the people that are fans of them are. Because remember, they have one of the biggest podcasts in the world. Kill Tony, too, is one of the biggest podcasts in the world. If you get 2% of their listeners turning into a product just because it's Bert on the screen and Bert promoting it, then that's a lot. Like, you know what I mean? So to promote within, Bert doing his special as well as putting him in, it's a no-lose situation. I get people don't get it, or I get people are like all upset. See him taking off his shirt and him looking paler than Sheamus sometimes, but I get it.
That's his shtick.
The reason why
that's his shtick. That's his gimmick. That's what he does. He's always ripping off his shirt. If you watch any of his comedy specials, it's just the way that it is. Shout out. Quick little side note before we move forward. If you want to laugh your absolute butts off, go ahead and look up Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer talking about drinking Kool-Aid. Because Bert Kreischer drinks, I think, 3 liters of Kool-Aid every morning.
Yeah, I was close to that before. Yeah, that's good. Kool-Aid's good stuff, though. Oh yeah, powered by
in the morning.
Yeah,
in the morning. Giant travel-sized mug.
And speaking about mornings, every Saturday morning you can catch the SmackDaddies on the Hub Sports Entertainment Network with your WWE SmackDown review. They don't drink the Kool-Aid; they drink the Coke Zero. Not 3 liters, but they drink enough. Join Brad the Dad and Father Greg Feltham on the SmackDaddies. That was good.
All right. Well, Sami Zayn is now in the back as well. He's mad at himself for not coming out earlier. Jay just wants him to take that briefcase, so he can watch his back. That's kind of selfish, isn't that? That's not really that friend. Like, you're not pushing for your friend's success at that point. What do you think, Randy?
No, it's only for his self and self-protection. Where is the rest of the bloodline? Roman, where's Jimmy? Where's Jimmy? What happened to him? You know what I mean? I know he got hurt that one time, but holy crow. What's his face? Bronson Reed can come back. Bronson Reed can come back from an absolute destructed leg. Where's
He got
Jimmy?
hurt by Gunther. But so did Pat McAfee. And so
he's back next day.
He's working. He's working multiple jobs, not only one job. He didn't take one day off of work, brother. You know who else doesn't take days off of work?
Karrion Kross.
He takes a lot of days off for whatever reason. But here we are going, folks, forward. It is the World Tag Team Championship match. The New Day and Giant Gonzalez fit the War Raiders and Brutus and Julius Creed. There's a lot going on in this match, Randy. Do we really care if the Boar Raiders making their way back into this match to get things done and try to retain their championship belts finally? Or are they just getting screwed in a 3-way match?
Well, if you really look at this match, out of all of Raw's tag team division, they're only missing 1 tag team that was the Judgment Day. So all the tag team division was in this match. There's nothing else more they can do. So are they getting screwed? No, we're getting screwed. Not the War Raiders, everybody else. The only ones that are taking advantage are the New Day. They're going to be, if they only go through these 3, the belts are just going to be passed between these 4. New Day is going to become 164-time tag team champions of Raw if it keeps going like this. The draft has to happen. But in turn, this was okay.
It was okay. We all knew what was going to happen. We all knew how we were going to get there. We knew that the New Day was eventually going to take advantage of the Creeds, putting in their hard work and efforts in this match to sneak in and get the pin there on the War Raiders, leading into the Creeds and the New Day probably having a match next on Monday Night Raw. Hopefully not at Money in the Bank, for the love of God. Right, Randy?
Right. But it will happen.
Oh, geez. They're going to sneak it in on us.
Yes, yeah.
As long as it's not a stretcher match, I'm fine with it.
Nice.
Okay, let's go forward. Let's go forward here, Randy.
Oh, let me give my rating. I give this match a 3 banana. It's passable. It was good to watch, but a 3 banana out of 5 on this match. It was fun.
All right,
it was okay for what it was.
Okie dokie. You know what else is great? Liv being back. We've already mentioned that. We're going to mention it again because we love her that much. Liv and Raquel are walking in the back, and they walk up on the newly returned pirate, Kairi Sane, and Io Sky. Kairi challenges Liv to a match tonight on Raw. That's going to happen. Yes, she is a pirate again.
I had no clue. She goes, I'm going back to go for a Money in the Bank qualifier. Runs into Kairi Sane and has ADHD. I don't know if it's the jet lag from the plane ride, right, or anything else. She wanted a Money in the Bank qualifier. I was confused because when I went into seeing, well, there's a match set up later with her versus Kairi Sane, I was like, I hope this is not the Money in the Bank qualifier because Liv will definitely be there. So thank goodness it wasn't. But yes, a little confused on this. A little Kairi Sane.
Definitely leading to next week I think, being a Money in the Bank's qualifier involving these two ladies and one other person. Maybe even Raquel. Maybe even Raquel. That's how they sneak that way in with Adam Pearce. Liv uses her good looks, just bats her eyelashes a couple of times, and Raquel just stands over like an angry abuela. Like she does. She's
Hogan
scary.
Polka Doom. Raquel lies down. That'd be great.
She is scary. She is scary. Here comes Jey Uso to continue yeeting all over Tampa Bay, Florida. Everybody in Tampa Bay, Florida has been yeeted upon. That's it. There's nobody else to yeet upon at this point. That's it, man. But here comes Jey Uso. And you know what? He's going to talk about his current issues, Uso. But he forgot about somebody. Talking about somebody with ADHD. Here comes Gunther, man. He completely forgot that Gunther coming out like a tennis dad, just looking fresh in those chaps and that chaps cardigan, man. He is ready for a rematch. Randy, when does this rematch happen? It has to happen, buddy.
Well, it's Money in the Bank, isn't it?
Money in the Bank.
It's Money in the Bank. 4 letters, 1 word, I like the new shirt. It has the on the back or whatever. I don't know how you do it. Yeah, that's it. But yeah, good new shirts. Good little promo coming up. But it's something that we've seen before. Don't forget about Gunther, man. Gunther's out there. Gunther's could be the one to steal it all. Oh, it's not Money in the Bank too, by the way. It's Logan Paul and when does this happen?
Yeah, it's gonna.
Summertime.
It's going to be the Raw after. I think it's going to be the Raw after. I think that they're going to relegate this to Raw. Honestly, I think that they've been doing a lot more of that recently. So I could see that happening.
Eric, as we talk about it, it's not. It's going to be SummerSlam, 100%. Okay. Jey versus Gunther. Gunther loses to Jey, gets beat up totally. Seth Rollins wins Money in the Bank, hands it over. You heard it here first on STRAWS RAW. If we're wrong, don't quote us, but I think we're definitely right on this now, just playing this scenario.
Part of me believes that for whatever reason, CM Punk is going to find his way into a title picture, and he's going to be the one that Seth Rollins cashes in on the ultimate screw you to Phil Brooks. That's just what I think could happen. Oh, wow. But anyways,
that's good too. Let's
going forward. Titus O'Neil is here. Where the hell is he, man? He is still on contract with WWE. He is there, man.
He's hiding under the ring.
Titus? Yeah, he's hiding, man. The last time we saw him, he was with Hulk Hogan. Yeah, that happened. Anyways, you know what else happened, Randy? It's Kairi Sane versus little Liv Morgan with Grandma Raquel Rodriguez. That's what's going to happen, folks. I just love how Raquel looks like an angry cholo abuela just watching over the match at all times. It's great, absolutely great. But like Randy talked about earlier in the night, for one, we're grateful to have Liv back. We are grateful to have Liv Morgan back. Talking about great tag teams on WWE RAW and some of the only tag teams that you have, Liv and Raquel, but also a great singles in ring worker. We're thankful that Liv is back, and the entire world, is thankful that she is in her WrestleMania gear.
And you were going to bring that up. It just was a matter of time. I'm surprised it took that minute and 30 that you were introducing it, but I knew that was on your mind right as soon as it came on.
Just me and nobody else.
I thought about it. Our chat went wild about it last night. I get it.
Yeah, the world went crazy. But you know what else is crazy? Kairi Sane, the crazy pirate, the insane elbows that she likes to throw out, all of that stuff. But Liv also looks great. She is no slouch in the ring itself, but a distraction has to happen at some point. We haven't talked about distraction finishes yet, so it has to happen at some point, right? Kairi goes to the top. Here comes Roxanne Perez out to, quote, help Liv Morgan. But the distraction only leads to Liv's demise, as she is the one who takes a loss, a roll up here. That's it, man. Can't believe it. But Kairi Sane has won this match, beating Liv Morgan on her return. And Liv and Raquel can do nothing but just stare in astonishment, disbelief, and anger at Roxanne Perez, who's like, I did nothing. Randy, what's up, brother?
Well, we do see it coming up very shortly. I don't know if Liv was really upset with Roxanne there, right? We see a little segment coming up. Maybe it's like a veteran person, but yes, you knew this was coming. You knew that this was going to sort of like be in play. I don't really want to see it this quick. Actually, I want to see Liv win that title back somehow, but obviously it's not going to happen. But yeah, the little dissension on it, the seeds are planted. Who does Liv trust? I would just trust Dom. You can't break up Liv and Dom right now, especially with Finn and Roxanne together. You could do that and have the two angles, but yeah, don't do that. Keep Roxanne with Liv. It's all, maybe Liv is the smarter, the higher power and knows everything about this and then just one above Finn all the time. So I'm hoping it'll play out that way.
Who knows? We're going to see how it plays out. The Judgment Day storyline continues to evolve from completely what it started at. It started with Adam Copeland, man, Edge,
That's right.
Damian Priest, and then Rhea Ripley joining in. That was all they were. They were lackeys to Edge. And here we are now.
But back to the Kairi and Morgan match, I'll give it a 3 banana rating. That's a passable rating. It was all right, even though Morgan lost. It was all on. Just 2 of the bananas were just for the outfit. That's it.
And a pass is good. A pass is good. Rhea Ripley lets us know that she's going to win Money in the Bank. Yeah, I mean, that's an easy direction to go in. I don't think that's going to happen, though. She's definitely going to be very close, though. Very close. All right. Lyra Valkyria is here as well. No wings. Cool. Great.
Cool.
Liv disses Raquel backstage. What the hell? Raquel is catching strays. Come on, Rand. You gotta be better than that to each other.
She is the veteran. She should be watching over. Why not? Step in. Say something. Like, you know what I mean? Put your mamacita roll in there. Put your foot down. Roxanne's like, what, to the size of her knee? It's like squishing an ant. Liv is sort of right. Again, I think Liv is smarter than everybody in this clubhouse. And she has me mesmerized. I think that's what she has the boys on as well. I'll just mesmerized, just like we are every time that we see Lyra Valkyria come out and flap them feathers for the boys. Flapping them feathers. I don't know if that was necessary. Anyways, but yes, we're going forward. Lyra Valkyria is here, folks. She's going to talk about facing Becky Lynch again at Money in the Bank for the IC title. Becky Lynch says that if she loses, she will never challenge for the IC title again. Great. Against Lyra.
Oh,
against
Jesus
Lyra.
Christ. Oh,
so, and you know what? I will give it a little help on this because it was actually Lyra's best promo, stating that her handsome husband's there, was in attendance, and then that Becky Lynch had a freak of a husband, which she ain't wrong. So this was the strongest promo that I can definitely say Lyra Valkyria does. Definitely Becky Lynch is going to win this one. But yeah, or you think she is, because if she does lose, she won't be able to face Lyra for the IC title again. I don't know what you would do, but I'm presuming Becky Lynch is going to win this.
It's just not hitting for me, man. I don't know if it's just me, but the whole Becky Teal thing and being so obsessed with Lyra Valkyria, it's just not really hitting for me. I just think this feud is continuing, and if it continues longer, as we will see it continue longer, especially if Becky wins, we're going to get into the territory of Priest. We're going to get to the territory of Priest versus Drew McIntyre, and it's just going to keep happening until eventually we're at Frankie Kazarian versus Eddie Edwards.
That's it.
TNA reference, right? That was a good one.
Speaking about Tony's, Karrion Kross is backstage, eh?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, Karrion Kross, one of the most over guys on the internet right now for the WWE, is backstage talking to Sami Zayn, saying he could have taken the easy way out and just gone to SmackDown. Karrion Kross is here in the back talking to people, doing the stuff he says he doesn't want to be doing. Randy, why can't they just use this guy in a better spot?
I think they will. I think honestly that Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn are going to be together eventually.
Oh,
but
okay.
it makes someone feel a little important. But you know what?
The Ponytail Brothers, the High Bun Twins.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. But I'm thinking back right now. I think Karrion Kross is an absolute genius of what they're doing and what they're doing with him, because not seeing him go out and lose is better than seeing him go out and lose and then build them till the most popular time and then him come back and not lose at all for a little bit. So I think it's actually genius. You have to remember that he did lose. Remember, this guy was an NXT champion, like
true.
heavyweight champion, right? He should definitely be put into a different level. Obafemi is going to be coming up. These guys that have won the NXT title, and Karrion Kross came out in goddamn armor years ago. Remember that, people? Remember that bullshit?
A helmet, a shaved head,
yes,
and some BDSM-looking armor coming out to WWE RAW. They took his music away. They stripped his luster away. They took away his entrance. They've given it all back to him now. He's building it all up. So, for the love of God, after Money in the Bank, if you didn't work him into that slate, you got to work him into something after that, or we're just not taking advantage of all of this meta hype.
Right. He has an opportunity to, like, remember the Otis hype with Mandy Rose?
Oh yeah,
like how big he has a bigger potential than that right now. So definitely do that. Again, he was a former NXT champion, though, dude.
The Otis hype led to the Money in the Bank win, and then nothing came from that after that. Right. So
he gave up the briefcase, remember?
Yeah.
Oh, that was dumb. Yeah. So let's not talk about it. But speak about things we can talk about. Holy crow.
Oh, we did talk about that a lot, man. That was a lot of talking about that segment. But, we also talked about one specific name that's going to come up in a special segment this week for you fine listeners. And his name is Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is the subject of this week's Heritage of Hard Knocks.
It's time for the Heritage of Hard Knocks, where the mat meets legacy and champions are forged in sweat and sacrifice. Kind of like Eric B sacrificed his roast beef to research this segment.
All right, Randy, Sami Zayn himself, let's talk about his Heritage of Hard Knocks. And when I talk about the Heritage of Hard Knocks, I mean, who was he trained by? And let's continue to dive down that rabbit hole to see who continues to train each person. You follow me, brother? You got me?
I'm following you, sir.
All right. Well, I hear you making notes in the background. So what I'm saying has to be really, really interesting.
It is.
Right?
It is right. I'm trying to put things in proper order here for
folks. I'm just giving Randy a hard time. But you know who also gave somebody else a hard time? Who gave Sami Zayn a hard time as he was training him? His two trainers. One, the name you might not know, Jerry Toot. But the name that you do know is The Wall, brother. The Wall was one of his trainers, as well as Savio Vega. Who trained The Wall, you ask? Bam Bam Bigelow, the Beast from the East. Who trained the Beast from the East? Pretty boy Larry Sharp.
I knew that.
The opener of the historic Monster Factory with Buddy Rogers, the original Nature Boy. Who trained Larry Sharp, Randy? Gorilla Monsoon and Nikolai Volkov. Who trained Gorilla Monsoon? Stu Hart. Let's keep going. Who trained Stu Hart? Nick Bockwinkel, the man that Chris Jericho has idolized his entire career. And who trained that man? Lou Thez. Oh my lord. The Wall was also trained by Iron Mike Sharp, who was trained by the missing link himself, Dewey Robertson. And then you have to say Savio Vega. Who was he trained by as a bonus, right? Well, he was trained by Puerto Rican Beer and Chicharron. And that, my friends, is the Heritage of Hard Knocks. Randy.
That was very good, Eric B. I'm proud of you. A lot of research went into that. I apologize, I interrupted that one time. I shouldn't have done anything. But
no worries. I sacrificed
excited.
My roast beef. I sacrificed my roast beef for this, my friend, and I had to make it worth the while. Just like the next match is definitely worth everyone's while. It is the Money in the Bank qualifier. The main event, Finn Balor versus Sami Zayn versus Seth freaking Rollins alongside Paul Heyman. You're saying, oh no, brother. Are you okay?
Yeah, I know him. Everything's good.
Okay, good. Because I'm just making sure that you're okay, because this was also a very entertaining match. I'm going to give it to Raw tonight, brother. A lot of matches, all entertaining. A lot of things going on, all entertainment. Things happen very quickly tonight. Very, very quickly. More time for storyline developing than there was for wrestling itself. But the matches that we got, Randy, all very good. All very good. Good banana ratings. What do you think?
Oh, 100%. Yeah, the matches were very good. 3 and above, which is very rare that happens. But yeah, no, very good. And this definitely main event, which you explain more, definitely put, well, a lot of stamps, I guess, and advancement in storyline that we could say in the future. But expectations were met, or we sort of can predict this last match anyways.
No, absolutely. And like Randy just said, we could definitely predict what was going to happen in this match. It's the story about how we're going to get there. Also, maybe a little bit predictable as well when you think about Finn having everything going on with the Judgment Day, when you think about Seth having everything going on with his entourage, and when you think about Sami Zayn just having all of this internal struggles that he's having with himself and
By himself. Everybody with friends, but Sammy by himself. There you go.
And besides Jey Uso, who's supposed to be his friend, but is only like, go out there and win that briefcase so you don't take me out. Like, hey, come on, man. That's not friendly at all. That's not friendship. No. Friendship points down by 100 for Jey Uso, but I'll still buy his new t-shirt because it's really cool. Talking about new t-shirts that are really cool. The Ron Cena t-shirt is now available for sale for $59.99 on WWEshop.com. We are not sponsored by them, but go ahead and go buy that shirt. Absolutely incredible stuff.
I'll take 3.
Yes, absolutely. Just like 3 guys took on each other in this match that we watched at the end of Raw. It was the longest match of the evening as well. You definitely could tell that. But like we said, there's going to be a whole lot of things going on. There's no way in hell that Sami Zayn is winning this match. We know that as we're going into it. Finn, we know something's going to happen. And the person who's going to show up is going to be the guy who, for whatever reason, has not been around Finn these last few weeks, anytime that he's wrestling. And it's Dirty Dominic Mysterio who's going to screw it up. Seth is also going to be flagged by his boys, Big Braun and Little Braun, I guess you can call them. Little Braun being a play on words, because Braun Breaker will absolutely destroy me for just saying that. So yeah, it's a play on words, guys. Please don't eat me, Braun Breaker.
Speaking about play on words.
Speaking about play on words, no, that is the absolute worst. Just like Logan Paul was yelling out on SNME, my beep, to the referee. That was great. That was great stuff. A little throwback there. But anyways, Blue Thunder Bomb almost wrapped it up for Sami Zayn. No, it didn't happen. That didn't happen. Good wrestling match, though. Let's just say it. Anyways, Dirty Dom tries to help Finn, accidentally hits him. Seth hits a stomp. He's going to advance to the Money in the Bank ladder match where he's going to win. There's just no other way for us to look at this. He is going to win that match. So,
yes,
that was that match.
Great match. Dirty Dom coming out at the end, throwing in a chair a little slowly and not too Finn Balor. Finn Balor crawling to try to get it, and out of nowhere, get Seth Rollins with the stomp onto the chair. Ref not seeing it. 1, 2, 3 pin. I'll give this match a 3.75 bananas. That is a passing rating here on STRAWS RAW.
Yes.
But yes, overall was a great match, a great card. And I will give the overall Raw, if you add all these, let me just hang on one second, calculation.
Yes, please.
I gives it a 3.5 bananas. 3.5 bananas for this episode of Raw.
And you know what, folks? 3.5 bananas is pretty good around here. So that's it, folks. That is the show that we love to watch. Oh, no, wait, it isn't. Paul Heyman lied. They said CM Punk wasn't here, but his music hits, and he's going to hit a go to sleep on Seth Rollins, and the show's going to fade to black. Boom, boom, boom.
With the ending credits.
He's a liar, that Paul Heyman. But yeah, as it ends, it goes boom, and then it stops. And I was doing other things at the end of Raw last night on Netflix, and I think for 30 minutes that screen was just there staring at me. Like, watch another episode. Just watch another one.
I love the end credit scene. I don't know if anybody's seen on Battleground on the weekend. Literally, Joe Henry loses the belt, and the end credit scene shows the new head of TNA's face and the end credits. And it was like, dude, that end song that everybody puts, like you just lost the world. Oh my God, that meme was so funny. It made me howl this weekend.
Dude, that was hilarious. And it was almost like that just brought up a memory that we have to discuss. It was almost like being at TNA in Brampton, Ontario, and TNA, for whatever reason, involving the Brampton director of planning and the Brampton mayor in some angle, and they got booed to high heaven, just like apparently the somebody was there too, a government elected official was there at the show last night, and they got booed to high heaven as well. So if you learn anything from this wrestling promotions, please do not bring in your local government elected officials that people hate into babyface angles. It's not going to work. But you know what's going to work? Me and Randy being here every week for you fine folks, discussing what we love, and that's wrestling, as well as Monday Night Raw. Randy, if people wanted to go ahead and message you, send you gifts, maybe ask for a Team of Jesus or two, how do they go about doing so?
Well, thank you for asking that. Yes, you can ask my friend Reese the Superb Bowler. He can definitely give you my information and forward it to me, so on and so forth. Or you could go on the YouTubes at STRAWS Raw. You can follow our Instagram. Follow our Instagram at the Hub Sports Entertainment. Make sure you go follow the SmackDaddies. Make sure you go follow Dynamite Drop with Sean and Ashley. I just want to bring up one thing real quick. I apologize for this too. I didn't talk, like we talked about it, but as of this week or next week, I will probably have the biggest surgery of my life. I don't know. Eric will try to be here as best as he can, but I honestly don't know how much or where I can be put in between. I love doing this. I love spending time with Eric, and I'll still spend time with Eric. But in turn, I don't know where I'll be. So I could be in a hospital for a month and a bit. Even if I'm in the hospital, I'll do it from there. I really don't care. I can bring my mic and a laptop. But I don't know when the surgery is going to be. I find out Wednesday, tomorrow, which everybody knows me and Eric are going down. So it could be Monday or it could be Tuesday. If it's Tuesday, I will not be here. And I'll probably need a week or two to heal. So I apologize to all. Thank you, everybody.
At the very least, yes. Everybody will understand. Randy, you got to take care of yourself. You got to get better, buddy. And like I promised, I will be here for you fine folks. And eventually, if Randy is going to rest up, do whatever he has to do, get better, that is what it is. And he'll just give us a short little in this corner that we throw in. You know, we're always going to hear Randy here at the show. This show, STRAWS Raw, is about me and Randy having a good time together as friends, and you guys listening to our love of professional wrestling. So thank you for being here. Follow us on the YouTubes. Give us a like, subscribe. We're getting up there in numbers, folks. We drop shorts like crazy, so get up there and enjoy it. You can also check me out on Instagram. Wrestling with Eric is the handle. And hey, folks, that's it. That's it for the show for the week. So until the next time, please take care of yourselves and each other and continue to live your lives impactfully.
My back, what's the song? My back. I don't know. I have no clue. I'm really bad at this. Live. Morgan is back.
Yay.
Laugh with your best friends or your family or whoever it may be. And love wrestling.
Deuces! Deuces!